Your brain is the most powerful tool you'll ever own. It shapes your thoughts, your memory, your focus, and even the way you experience the world. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Just like your muscles, your brain can be trained, strengthened, and upgraded. Every decision you make, every habit you build, and every challenge you take on either makes your brain stronger or weaker. The good news? You have the power to boost your brain power at any age. In this video, I'll share with you 7 simple but powerful brain exercises that are backed by science and proven to increase memory, focus, and mental sharpness. These aren't boring tips you'll forget tomorrow. They're practical, everyday habits that can literally rewire your brain. So if you're ready to think faster, focus deeper, and unlock the full potential of your mind. 1. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools to strengthen the brain and sharpen focus. Just 10 minutes a day can rewire your mind in remarkable ways. Harvard and MIT research has proven that meditation increases the thickness of the brain's gray matter, which is responsible for memory, learning, and emotional control. One of today's biggest problems is the distracted mind. Notifications, constant stress, and multitasking weaken our ability to focus. Meditation acts like a mental gym. The same way physical exercise builds muscles, meditation builds your brain's ability to concentrate. 2. The brain is like a muscle. It gets stronger with use. Solving puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku, and logic games is one of the best ways to challenge your mind. When you solve a puzzle, multiple brain regions work together. Your memory recalls information, your logic helps you test possibilities, and your focus keeps you on track. This multitasking activates and strengthens neural pathways. This process is called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and adapt at any age. For decades, people believed the brain stops developing after a certain age. Science now proves the opposite. You can keep strengthening it for life. Take Sudoku as an example. It requires logic, short-term memory, and sustained concentration. These micro-challenges create stronger connections between neurons. Regular puzzle solving is even linked to preventing Alzheimer's and dementia, because it keeps the brain active and alert. Think of puzzles as daily brain push-ups. You don't need hours. Even 10 minutes a day helps. Try apps like Lumosity, Keek, or simply keep a crossword book on your desk. Over time, you'll notice quicker thinking, sharper recall, and better decision-making. 3. Few activities challenge the brain as deeply as learning something new, especially a new language or a musical instrument. When thou learn a language, thy brain constantly builds new neural connections. It forces memory, listening, speaking, and problem-solving to work together. Studies show bilingual people often have stronger focus and better problem-solving abilities because their brains constantly switch between languages. Learning music has similar effects. Playing guitar, piano, or even drums activates multiple brain areas. Auditory processing, fine motor skills, emotional centers, and memory. It's a full workout for the brain. One key scientific effect is the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that acts like fertilizer for your brain. BDNF helps neurons grow, connect, and stay healthy. The reward system also plays a role. Every time you master a new chord or phrase, your brain releases dopamine, the motivation chemical. This keeps you excited to continue learning, creating a positive cycle of growth. In short, learning something new isn't just a hobby. It's brain training at the highest level. 4. Most people think of exercise only as a way to build muscles and lose fat, but science shows that physical activity is one of the most powerful brain boosters. When you engage in aerobic activities like running, cycling, swimming, or even brisk walking, your body pumps more oxygen and nutrients to the brain. This fuels mental performance. Exercise also triggers the release of neurotransmitters such as dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. These chemicals improve focus, motivation, and mood. 3 crucial ingredients for mental sharpness. That's why after a workout, people often feel clearer, calmer, and more productive. One of the biggest benefits of physical exercise is the increase in neurogenesis, the creation of new brain cells. For decades, scientists believed humans were born with a fixed number of neurons. But modern research shows that exercise can literally grow new brain cells in the hippocampus, the region responsible for memory and learning. Additionally, exercise boosts BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which acts like fertilizer for your neurons. BDNF helps brain cells form stronger connections, making learning and memory more efficient. Cardio workouts in particular, running, cycling, jumping rope, are especially effective. But strength training, yoga, and even dancing have proven benefits for cognition and creativity. For example, dancing requires coordination, rhythm, and memory, making it a dual workout for both the body and brain. Another overlooked aspect is stress reduction. Exercise lowers cortisol levels, helping the brain stay in growth mode instead of survival mode. A brain that isn't constantly stressed can focus, learn, and create much better. So if you want to boost brain power, don't just train your mind, train your body. A 30-minute workout can do more for your focus and creativity than hours of sitting still. 5. Your brain makes up only 2% of your body weight, but it consumes almost 20% of your daily energy. That means what thou dost eat directly affects how thy brain performs. If thou dost fuel thy body with junk, thy brain suffers. But with the right nutrients, thy brain becomes sharper, faster, and more resilient. The brain thrives on healthy fats, antioxidants, and vitamins. For example, omega-3 fatty acids found in fish, walnuts, flax seeds are building blocks for brain cells. They improve communication between neurons and are linked to better memory and focus. Antioxidants, berries, green tea, dark chocolate protect the brain from oxidative stress, which accelerates aging. B vitamins, whole grains, eggs, leafy greens support energy production in the brain and help prevent brain fog. Magnesium and zinc are crucial for neurotransmitter balance, directly influencing learning and concentration. On the flip side, processed sugars and trans fats harm memory, slow down cognitive processing, and increase the risk of dementia. That sugar crash you feel after eating sweets, that's your brain struggling with unstable glucose levels. Hydration also plays a massive role. Even mild dehydration, 1 to 2% water loss, can cause fatigue, poor focus, and memory lapses. That's why drinking enough water is as important as eating well. Science has even identified brain foods that stand out. Blueberries improve memory and delay brain aging. Avocados, rich in healthy fats that improve blood flow to the brain. Coffee and green tea, not just caffeine, they're full of antioxidants that protect neurons. Turmeric contains curcumin, which can cross the blood-brain barrier and reduce inflammation. In short, every meal is an opportunity to either strengthen or weaken your brain. Choose wisely, and your brain will reward you with clarity, focus, and long-term health. 6. Sleep is not just rest. It's one of the most critical exercises for your brain. When you sleep, your body rests, but your brain is hard at work. It organizes memories, repairs cells, and clears out toxins that build up during the day. During deep sleep, slow-wave sleep, the brain consolidates new memories and strengthens learning. Without this phase, you may study for hours, but forget everything the next day. That's why pulling all-nighters is one of the worst things for long-term brain performance. Sleep also supports neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and form new connections. Without enough rest, your brain literally loses its capacity to rewire and learn. Another crucial process happens during sleep. The glymphatic system activates. Think of it as the brain's cleaning crew. It washes away waste products like beta amyloid, a protein linked to Alzheimer's. Poor sleep leads to the buildup of these toxins, increasing the risk of cognitive decline. Optimal sleep length varies, but most adults need 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. And quality matters more than quantity. Interrupted or shallow sleep won't give the same benefits. Tips for better brain sleep. Keep a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Avoid caffeine or heavy meals late at night. Reduce screen time before bed. Blue light disrupts melatonin production. Create a cool, dark, and quiet sleep environment. One night of good sleep can make you more alert, creative, and focused than hours of forced study or work. In fact, many breakthroughs and ideas in history, from scientific discoveries to art masterpieces, came after deep rest. 7. The human brain is wired for imagination. Visualization, the act of mentally rehearsing or imagining scenarios, is not only a creativity exercise, but also a scientifically proven method to rewire your brain for success. Elite athletes use visualization to improve performance. By imagining themselves scoring a goal, running faster, or hitting the perfect shot, they activate the same brain circuits as if they were physically performing the action. The brain doesn't fully distinguish between imagination and reality. It builds the same neural pathways. For cognitive power, visualization is like lifting weights for your mind. When you imagine future goals, new solutions, or even abstract concepts, you stimulate the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning, decision-making, and problem-solving. Creative imagination also boosts divergent thinking, the ability to generate multiple solutions to a problem. This is a critical skill in modern life, where adaptability is everything. Science shows that guided imagery and visualization reduce stress, improve concentration, and even accelerate healing in the body. That's because when you vividly imagine something, your body often responds as if it's happening. For example, imagining a calm beach can lower heart rate and blood pressure in real time. One practical exercise: close your eyes and visualize your best self completing a task with ease. Maybe delivering a presentation, passing an exam, or finishing a creative project. The more details you imagine, sounds, sights, feelings, the stronger the effect. Another exercise is mental time travel. Visualize where you want to be 5 years from now. This activates motivation circuits in the brain, giving you more energy to work toward your goals. In short, visualization is not just daydreaming, it's brain programming. The more vividly you practice it, the more you prepare your brain to achieve in the real world.